Hello, hello, everyone. We are doing a double thing here today. We're doing a mediumship conversational testing out of a new way of doing it. And then we're also going to do a psychic seeing experiment that Mandy does not know what she's going to be doing yet. This is Mandy from the Way of Truth Tarot. And she has a couple people in spirit. We're going to see who wants to come through. And then we'll get started. Do you have anything you want to say?
Um, no, I'm just grateful to be here and open to whatever I receive.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. That fell right out. Oh, very clear. Very clear. 7 of Cups in reverse. High Priestess. All right, who wants to come through in a very clear way? Who wants to come through in a very clear way? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Getting like smaller, older woman. Maybe not the oldest when she passed. Like maybe it was not an early passing, but it felt like it came a little early, like a smaller, older woman. Is it a grandma?
Yep. Yeah. It Do you want
Is
me to
it your
say?
mom's grandma or your mom's mom?
Yeah.
Is the hair curly or wavy?
It was wavy. It was short, so it looked more wavy than full curls.
Okay,
But
okay,
yeah, it was not straight. And I never knew if it was natural or a perm. I don't know.
okay.
Or if she always looked done up and perfect.
8 of Pentacles flipped. I did work on that. Yeah, I did work on that. Okay. What other information does she wanna give me? Who would she's with someone who would be younger than her. I feel when she says younger than her, like, this person passed at a younger age than she passed.
Are they are they directly like, because I have a couple friends in spirit, or is this like family that's with her?
Family. Mhm. Yeah, family.
Oh, so I'm not sure exactly. However, like, she did have siblings that had passed.
Siblings, okay. We had the Empress and what did Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Empress. Is this a sibling or a cousin? Chariot in reverse. 2 opposing forces not working together. Did she have a best friend? Like a super, super best friend for a long time or something along those lines that you know
Yeah,
of?
that I would know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that person have any like, do you know that best friend, or is it more of like know of just
No, I
confirming that
knew
it's me
her.
by
Like,
best you knew her?
she's like, when I think back of like those times, she's absolutely, I know what she looks like, I know yeah, I absolutely remember her.
Okay, okay, okay. Death in reverse, Ace of Swords. Yep, that's me right here.
And her and my grandmother looked so similar, like the jewelry, the nails, the same type of hair, like sisters, but not
Okay,
sisters.
okay, that's why I was coming through that way. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that.
But my grandmother passed first.
Your grandmother passed first. Was the best friend younger than your when the best friend passed, was that a younger age than your grandma when your grandma passed?
No, it would have been older.
Older, okay.
Like, my
Were they
grandmother
best
passed at a
friends
young
since
age.
childhood?
Pardon?
Were they best friends since childhood or a young age? Or
A
just like a
young
long
age.
time? Okay, maybe that was the younger reference. Okay, that would make sense too.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we wanna do you have any questions for her?
Ugh. God, so many. So many.
She
Let's
said,
just
"Start with the one that would bring you the most peace."
when I so my whole life when I've been in tough situations, I've always been like, "Okay, Granny, please, please help me. Like, if you're on the other side, please help. Do whatever you can to help me with this situation." Does she hear me when I say that? And has she been the help on the other side these past 8 years of me doing that? This whole new life, this whole new because the transformation between from addiction to where I'm at now happened so seamlessly, and considering most people need a lot more help, I could do it all by myself with nothing, just me. So yeah, that's my question.
There's a certain moment that you had where she's showing me like a hook, like almost like if like you were a fish in the water and you had this like hook moment where you felt like you were pulled out of something,
Hmm.
pulled out of some kind of pulled out of this into this. Okay. Okay, tell me about the moment. Not you, her.
Yeah.
um okay. Mandy, remember that time when you got let down by the last time for the last time by that person? It's like you heard what was not being said, and it was exactly what you needed to hear. Shortly after that, there's this hook moment, like a hook thought internally, nothing externally, all internally. And it almost felt like almost as if in that moment, what she put in your thoughts was like the past or inner child version of you being like, "Yep, that's what you needed to hear. Yep, that's what you need to see." And that was your hook. It's like you were like, "I'm done." Ever since then, and I feel like that was before everything fell back into place very much. I think it was before a tower moment. So, like, you went into the tower moment kinda having that hook. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It was almost like I finally saw things, I guess, from her perspective, is what that sounds like. Like these people for what they were, what I was doing for exactly what it was.
Right.
Like I'm seeing myself not from this wounded internal view, but this perception that is a bird's eye view. And
Mm.
all of a sudden, after that, every time I had a question about something profound or something spiritual, I would get this like dialogue of pure wisdom that I had no idea where it was coming from. But, and then ever since then, that's when I feel this line of, this unobstructed line of communication.
That's that Queen of Pentacles energy grounding it.
Yeah.
You need it to be plugged into a certain frequency to
Yeah.
ground it. You were experiencing it before, but you started grounding it when you had that hook,
Well, exactly. It was like I have all the DNA activations, all the parts. I just need to be switched on.
right?
And I think that she had to wait for me to take the accountability and start to realize it myself. Because for a good 6 months, I was like starting to get really scared about
Right,
my surroundings. And I was really starting to be like, this isn't me. I don't know what me is right now, but this is not it. And I don't know how I got here.
right,
It was almost like some one day I just woke up and I'm like, "Fuck am I?
right,
How did this get this bad?"
right.
And yeah.
She could only lead you to the light switch and show you where it was. You needed to be ready to turn it on. That's what she's saying. Yeah, the
Yes.
tower, the lovers, strength. She could take you to the light switch. You had to turn it on. The tower. ripping the rug out from underneath of you, the choice to be strong enough.
Yeah,
She
because
said,
I
"What, you didn't
always
think I was gonna be direct with that one? You didn't think I was gonna." I may be behind the veil, but I'm still getting the message across. Yeah, because that was your "I'm trapped in this, I'm done, I'm setting myself free"
yeah,
moment. She was like, "You don't think I was gonna be loud about that one? Of course I was." Major arcana, boom, 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 right in a row.
because she's always seen me for the greatness. I felt like from the moment that I was born, she was like, she knew I was going to come into her life, and she knew that I was from a very high frequential place.
Right,
And she just, it treated me like I was, honest to God, and I don't mean to have this sound like, I don't know, conceited but it was like, she's like, this is the answer, or one of the answers the world needs right now,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that our family needs.
right, right, because that's where change in the world starts, so if that ripple gets big enough, it does impact more than
And,
just that.
and she saw that right before I was a little baby. It's like she just knew what I was destined for.
Right,
And she didn't live long enough in my life for me to even get close to showing her that. So I always think about, and I know that I could feel her, and that's probably why I think about it. But it's always that ego part where you're just like, do they know though? Does she see me?
yeah, because she never left.
No, she
And I
didn't.
just shuffled that as you were talking, I heard shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I said, "Okay, I'll shuffle." No, she never left.
No,
Never left.
no,
Never left. Codependency, not walking away. I've always been there.
yeah,
Okay, so what is it then that she wants to tell you about seeing it in you from back then? I knew you'd eventually see it in yourself, which is why I had to start to foster it and start to create the foundation for it. I knew you would see it eventually, and as long as I laid the first layer of bricks, I knew you'd eventually be able to build the rest of them. And if I just all I had to do was show you that you knew how to learn anything, and then you could apply it in any way. Oh, shoot. I wasn't even looking at the cards. Especially as it pertains to, like, the unseen, like, she laid the foundation for you to learn how to see what's not there.
yeah,
Yeah. Getting out of laying the bricks so that you would not be in your own way when you discovered who you are. Yeah, an offer of love, I guess she wants that one too. An offer of love, it ain't over, like, the world in reverse, it's like she's saying you had to go through all of that, like, it was a refinement process, and now
yeah.
it's not over because 'cause you're gonna use it.
It's just started. Like, all of that was not your life. It was training.
Right,
And that's exactly how I feel. I feel like for the longest time I felt like my life is never going to get to start. Like, I'm wasting all this time by just suffering.
right,
But I did feel like it was for a purpose. But now I'm like, okay, a much needed purpose, because I'm helping people with very serious issues. And what makes me be able to help them is literally I've come out on the other side. I did it all myself. So if
yeah,
anybody can help you, it's
right,
me.
right, right,
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it hasn't even started yet.
right. No, that's why the world in reverse is there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does she want to tell you about how she plays a role in what comes next for you? I mean, right away, I'm seeing a caterpillar, but I know that that's very generic symbolism, so I'm asking her for a little bit more. She's bringing me to that quote that's on my Faith Over Feelings deck. A butterfly struggles when it's trying to get out of the cocoon, but if you help it, it will die.
Yeah,
She's bringing me to that quote here.
that reminds me about
Oh.
that destructive period where I want to help her, but I can't yet. It's not time. She
Mhm.
has to make the first, and
Right,
then I can help her the rest of the way.
right. You had to quite literally face it, feel it. The only way out is through. She's saying that trying to figure out how to word. It was always about a cracking open. It's like, because you came here this go around
Yeah,
with with it's like your mission had to be in a shell, like a middle of an eggshell that had like a very thick layer so that it could be protected until you decided to crack it open from the inside. It wasn't ever anything that was gonna be cracked open from the outside, and that's why nothing could ever break you, like, quite literally, you lost body parts, didn't break you, didn't stop you. She's like, "Yeah, that was how else." The impact of that message is like, the eggshell could only be broken from the inside out, because if it could have been broken from the outside in, it would have.
yeah, yeah.
Queen of Cups, yeah. Oh, okay, good, I'm glad I worded that right. I was like, "Oh, she was showing me a chicken coop and then, like, taking the egg out and throwing it on the ground," and I'm like, "I don't really know how you want me to word that." You're gonna have to be a little more specific. So, anyway, it was to open your heart chakra, because the heart is where almost like what you went through is proof that your mission comes from the heart,
Yes,
because the heart is what had to be cracked open from the inside so that you could be in your emotions enough to experience your gifts in the fullest way. Yeah, so you wouldn't question, "Who am I to be doing this?" You're like, "I know. I know the
yeah,
answer to that. I absolutely know the answer to that." And it feels like before you might not have, and you had to establish that belief so you could maintain what you're building and feel, "This is mine, I earned it." So it's almost
absolutely.
like she's saying all of that you had to lose, all of that was hard to surrender to, was you getting into alignment with your calling.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let me see
Because
if the
if I
friend
had an
wants to
easy
say
ride,
anything.
I'd be like, I don't deserve any of this. And I would never believe in myself.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, we made sure you did." Not that she caused any of that to happen, but your
No,
perspective on it was in part from her. The
it
way that you could ground in your spiritual per Oh, she's your antenna. She's your antenna. She helps you make sense of translating the spiritual into the 3D. She's your antenna.
so it's interesting you said that because just a minute ago in my head, because I'm hearing shit in my head too, is remember how I said she, right from the time I was born, recognized that light in me and the potential and the importance of it? She was part, and why we were so close and why my mom is so close is I think we're from the same, either the same soul or the same soul group, because it's like my heart beats for hers and my mom and her had that connection. It was the three of us, three of cups.
And everything you're doing now is for you and your mom, so that makes all the sense, that because you didn't even tell me who was over there, and she was like, "Me." 'Cause remember in the
Yeah,
beginning of this, she was like, "I'm coming through super clear, 7 of cups in reverse." I forget what other card came out, she's like, "It's gonna be me." Like,
yeah, yeah. And so it's like we all came for the larger purpose. We all heeded the same calling to incarnate on earth to help. And my grandmother, she she was plagued by bipolar. She had a tough time in the 50s and the 60s of getting confined to a hospital and being medicated to the point that she tried to end herself more than once. So she really struggled, and she was born in the time where this was not accepted.
Right.
So yeah, I felt like when you said she's my antenna, it's just confirming the fact that we work, the three of us work in tandem together.
Yeah. Would you say that that sounds similar to her having the eggshell thing too? It should have broken her from the outside and it didn't? It could
And it
only
didn't.
break from the inside.
Yeah. And she managed to, despite everything, because that's not what took her. Um,
Right.
that's actually something I want her to talk about.
What took her?
Her choices that she made when she found out she was sick.
Okay, choices when she found out she was sick. What's the importance of, like, the first phone? Was there, like, she showed me one of those old kitchen phones, and then, like, it rings, and I talk, and I throw it into the wall. Don't tell me too much, though, but that's what she's showing me first. Um, when you're sick, the choices when you're sick. I mean, this is literally like, I trust myself versus I'm lost. So it does seem like a big sense of overwhelm that came through. Here's the split being too strong. Show me each side of the split as it pertains to your choices. Healing versus impulsiveness. Healing versus impulsiveness. Do you feel like she tried to not deal with what she went through and maybe
Oh, mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did she pick up a lot of, habits toward the end that weren't there prior? Maybe not habits, but, like
She was, yeah, she would be buying me gifts all the time. My birthday party, she splurged. Like, remember the Ronald McDonald Caboose buses birthday parties?
yeah.
And that really tipped me off that something was not right.
Okay, okay.
It was stuff like that. I'm gonna spoil her even more than I've ever have.
I'm gonna give her the world. I'm gonna here you go. I'm gonna get yeah, absolutely. Okay, why? Okay, she's bringing me back to that phone call. I answer the phone. I answer the phone. Extreme isolation, my world's turned upside down. I answer the phone, my world's turned upside down. Then I okay, okay. Then I just wanna give it all away because what's the freaking point of having it? There's a phone call that sent her into existential crisis, and it wasn't over yet, but in her mind, she was like, "That's all I needed to hear."
Yeah.
Yeah. There
I think that was a phone call from her doctor's office with test results. You know how no news is good news when it comes to doctors?
right. They called, which means bad news, right?
Yeah. Like, she knew that she was sick for months and months and months, and I remember her always doing this and, like, like, adjusting her bra strap, and by the time she went to the doctor, the tumor was the size of a grapefruit. So it was like denial.
Yeah.
Talk about not doing anything. It was, she had to, couldn't ignore it anymore at that point. And they had
Mm,
given her 6 weeks to
okay,
live, but
okay.
she managed to hold out until the end of the year.
Which oh, I was about to ask which one was Halloween until the end of the year. Is there significance to Halloween, or she was just showing me the timing you were about to say?
Oh, well, so the significance of the fall, that was when she started to get really visually ill,
Okay.
to the point where, oh, like, she didn't want me to see her. She didn't want anybody to see her because again, she was such a beautiful lady and loved to look put together.
Right.
And she just did not look like I didn't not recognize her. And um yeah. Like she did from Halloween to when she passed, the deterioration was really quick.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
Christmas dinner looked like she literally floated to the table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even think that I think she may have. I think what we were seeing was literally a projection of her.
Right. She held on for a reason is what I keep hearing. Hold on, let me get more. I held on for a reason. I held on for a reason.
Yeah, because my
Mhm.
brother was born January 1st.
Oh, and when did she pass?
January 1st.
Oh, sh
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. 10 of Wands and Death. 10 of Wands and Death. She's like, "Yeah, I held on. I knew I could go." Wow, she's direct. That makes
She
sense.
needed to usher in the new life, and I just
Yep.
realized that.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what she did, 100%.
Mm.
Oh, it's like she's showing me one of those conveyor belts at the airport. Like something get like a bag comes off the plane and then goes to the spinny thing and then you wait for it and you pick it up. It's a transfer of gifts. It's like
Yeah.
it's a you oh, you couldn't be you had to have some joy so you could anchor in her gifts. You anchored in her gifts by the joy of the birth, not canceling out the sadness, but like
Getting a
I'm in and out. I
distraction.
feel joy. Yeah, yeah. You
Like
had to be able to feel it a
focusing
little
the
bit.
attention to love and not loss.
Yes. Yes. You had to you had to still see hope. You had to still see hope because her passing was so confusing that it would have been easy to get hopeless.
I feel
Like,
like that's more for my mom
mm,
because for me it was just um me and my brother didn't have a good right from the time he was born. There was so much animosity. It
mhm,
was weird. We're better now, but um it's not like I was waiting for a it's not like I was a doting sister, let's just say that.
okay,
I was
okay.
6,
Right,
but
right. Understandable, understandable. Okay, I'm gonna see what she wants to tell me about this, like, energy
yeah.
of this, like, bag transfer. Your brother being born for what the almost I almost am reading it as, like, frustration, like, going from all the attention to not as much. It's like, at that time, it was that's the transfer. It's not necessarily the joy. It's like, I have less attention, obviously, because there's a baby, right? I have less attention as she passes, that's the energy transfer, like, as her spirit is going through the life review and passing, she's passing it to you. That's kinda what she's showing me with that bag thing, which makes a lot more
Right.
sense after you just said what you said, because it wasn't the joy. Because 'cause I'm like, "Okay, that makes sense," but, like, what you just said makes it make more sense because I feel, "Okay, I'm a little bit more on my own now." I'm starting to, like, be like, "Okay, you know, let me get to know myself or let me get to figure out what I wanna
I have to
do."
navigate life without my huge support system, and now my mom also lost her support system, so it's like me and my mom were, like, doing the doggy paddle in a tumultuous ocean,
Right. Right.
with my brother
Mhm.
now being like, "Oh my god, now we have this." baby, and my wasn't my brother's fault. He had a lot of behavioral things in his very young age. The tantrums, the rage, it was like honestly for a while where like he gets possessed. It was so hard to deal with.
Right,
And nobody gave my mom any respite.
right. Besides
It,
you being there.
yeah. And it was like, and then it was all my health issues, having to drive to Toronto every time with my brother. It was just us. It was like, oh, I feel like that bag that she was passing was all of her inner strength.
Right,
That we were so devastated we didn't feel it. But if it hadn't not been there, we wouldn't have survived it.
right. It's like you don't really know quantifiably the impact, but if it wasn't there, it would be a big
'Cause
difference.
my mom and I have often said, "How did we get through that? How?"
She's like, "Couldn't wait to tell you." Yeah. I wanna ask her one more thing about kinda, like, why she waited so long to get it taken care of. She's showing me the High Priestess card on its side like a bridge, so I'm gonna pretend like it's there and put 2 down. That's on that side, that's on that side. How did I know it was gonna go in that direction? I just ran. I just ran and I ran and I ran and I ran, and I just said almost like, "Maybe I can pray it away, like, faith it away," like, not necessarily like religion, but
Denial.
almost like this mind, like, "Can I will this away? Like, is this really what's supposed to be happening for me?" And then it was like, if it's going to happen, it's gonna be one of those go big or go home things, so I might as well deal with it last minute so that it's not a prolonged, like, slow crawl to what I
Yeah.
know is inevitable. That's
And
what
she
this feels
did
like.
do treatment, and it was to buy a little bit of time because, like they said, 6 weeks, right?
Right,
And she stuck it out way longer. And like I said, it was only the very end that she couldn't keep up that strong facade
right,
anymore.
right.
But oh man, her will was very strong. This lady, what she wanted, she got,
Right.
you
I
know.
wanna ask her about that too. I wanna ask her about the 6 weeks. I kept hearing, "Ask me about the 6 weeks, ask me about the 6 weeks." This plus this equals this. Apathy plus an internal private battle meets it pouring out. Those
Yeah.
6 weeks. Yeah, it just it feels like she started to get treatment when it was about to show whether or not she wanted it to.
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
she waited.
Yes. And I think she just got treatment for our feelings, not
Yes.
because she really wanted it.
Yes. I agree. Um, that and also I feel like her brain doesn't rest, so it's almost like she's saying, "Logically, I couldn't make sense of it not
Oh,
me
yeah.
crying."
My grandmother was extremely, she would go get manic episodes. And when she went manic, like, that's when she was the most creative and powerful.
Right,
I almost wish she was in a different time and she could have used, I think she was more neurodivergent like me.
right.
And that's why we connected so well. Because I'm the same way. Shopping, like when my personality gets the shadow
Mhm.
part of my personality is impulsivity. It's
Yeah, we talked about that in your episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And the mind, the hyper focus.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah, no, like I swear we were so much alike.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
she gonna say about that? Is there like a porch swing? I don't know if it's like a literal reference or like a symbolic reference. Was
I
there
have a porch swing now.
Is that where you sit and talk to her?
I talk to her all the time, but
Do you do
outside, I
something
like to talk to
different
her at
there
work.
than anywhere else that you do? Like, do you have something that's specific to that bench?
The birds, I sit there and I watch the wildlife in my backyard.
Released. Yeah, that's where I talk to you. That's where I give you oh, channeled right there. Channeled draw or channeled something there.
Okay. Because, when I'm out there, I do get a lot of stuff in my head, downloads, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's her. Is it white, the swing? Or is it like
No,
a light
it's
color? Or is it a dark
no, it's
color?
dark blue.
She's showing me as a white bench, so maybe
Oh,
she's
I
saying that
do
she's
right beside it.
Oh,
I
really?
I have patio set,
Is it that's
the
white?
table that's white wicker.
That's where she's sitting. And for in reverse, yeah, I'm not trying to crowd your space. Yeah. I'm right there, but I'm not trying to crowd your space. Other side of the rainbow. Like, we're at the same side of the rainbow, but I'm not trying to crowd your space.
Yeah. So can you get like a message for my mom?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me shuffle these then.
I also and one other thing,
Yeah.
because I'm so worried about this, is when my mom passes, how I'm not going to deal with it very well.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'd like to know if my grandmother has any support or anything regarding that.
right. Absolutely. Give me a Strawberry Fields reference, but I don't really know where that's going. Is it going
Oh,
somewhere?
oh my
Strawberry
God.
Fields?
Yeah, she used to take me strawberry picking all the
Oh, did
time.
she really? It's another eggshell cracking open. When it
Huge,
happens, is it gonna
huge
suck? Yeah.
moments. Huge moments.
That's
Like
yeah.
huge memory moments of that.
Of
Two in the
literal
mouth,
strawberry picking?
one in the mouth, two in the basket. That's what she used to tell me.
I thought she was referencing a song because she was, like, singing it. Because I was trying to almost not disregard it, but I was like, "Okay, where else is it going?" And she just, like, started, like, saying it over and over. I'm like, "Okay, it's not going anywhere, I'll just say it." Okay. Is it going to awaken every single one of your shadows? Absolutely. Is it going to test you in ways that right now, if I were to explain it to you, you wouldn't feel ready for? Sure. But you're not alone, 1. 2, you're going to transmute it into something greater because now you know how. 3, she's showing me the Light Seers deck and then bringing me to my interview in which I said that that was the first deck that I ever got and how that really started everything. Something She will give you a healthy distraction at that time.
Okay.
Allow yourself to just focus on it, make it your baby. That will bring you through it because that will connect you directly to your grandmother and your mother when that time does come.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, communication with the walls down. So that will help you not shut down your emotions so that you can keep feeling them, keep communicating with them. It will get stronger. It will pull you through it. Is it gonna suck? Yeah. But you 1, have support there and here. 2, you have tools that, are
I didn't have when my grandmother passed away, which is why I'm so afraid of this, because I know
right,
how bad that was.
right.
And it's interesting you say that, because I've asked my mom, like, me and my mom talk about this.
Mhm,
My mom's gifted as well, and she can read me, like, we're telepathic with each other.
mhm,
And she said, I asked her, I was like, when you pass, can you please make it your priority to contact me and let me know that you're there? She's
right,
like, absolutely, I will. And I was like, I'm telling you, you got to help me when you're on the other side. Like, I'm serious. I'm not just saying this. She's like, I know. She'll like shake me.
right.
I know.
I mean,
So
this
that
came
makes
out
a lot
before
of
you
sense.
even said that. Communication from the other side. 7 of Wands You just need to not have that hard situation harden you, and that's
Right.
why specifically the tools that you got are focused on going
That.
through really hard things that should've hardened your heart and you not. Again, that's why the eggshell had to be in place because you had to go through stuff to potentially harden your heart so you could choose not to, but that eggshell still had to protect you. Um, I mean, she'll be right there with her. Yeah, action and surrender. Like, when that action does come of your mom going, it's like she's like, "I'm right there. Um, you don't gotta worry about us, and just know that our way of worrying about you." Oh, the hook again. It's full circle. She hooked you back then, and then when your mom passes, they hook you again and they pull you on some project.
So in
Yeah.
my mod reading that you did this morning,
Yes.
you kept using the word hook.
Did I really?
Yeah, you did.
I
You Yeah, you did. About my passion project, specifically about a passion
Oh,
project,
yes, yes, now I remember that. Oh, she was getting ready for this conversation.
right?
Good literal community, she's like, "Yeah, I was." I mean, this is yeah, making something of that pain. It that's the hook. Is it gonna be hard to flip this and be like, "Okay, I'm okay now?" Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but you'll have that hook.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like you asked one other question about it, though, that I didn't cover.
Oh, about, just a message for my mom, for my grandmother.
Yeah, she was, like, drawing question marks in my mind. I'm like,
You're
"Mm."
forgetting something.
I'm like, "I guess there's another?" I just said she's drawing it in my mind, look at that.
Oh, and the
"Don't
steps.
Slap" by Fleetwood Mac. And there's
Oh
the
my god.
butterflies, color blue. Oh,
I
blue! Blue butterflies, your bench is dark blue, butterflies
Yeah,
is the nature, catching them. Dancing in the Sky, Danny and Lizzie.
and I love butterflies, and there's tons always around, you know, my backyard.
Mhm.
So is she kinda saying, like, I send the butterflies?
I mean, I would say look at the lighthouse and the ladder. Like,
Yeah,
my light from above. Number 2,
and
I
the
visit you
Lightseers
in
deck.
dreams. Huh? Oh, yeah, and the Lightseers
Oh,
deck.
the dream that I had.
Yep.
Remember a while back, I think I told you about that
Oh,
dream I
yeah.
had of her, and in the dream, I it was like I didn't at first, I didn't recognize the significance of, "Oh my god, that's because I was like, "Oh, granny," and then I realized in my dream, "Wait a second." It's like I was able to wake myself up, be like, "Wait a second, that's your grandmother." And I was
Mhm.
like, "Come here," and I just hugged her, and as soon as I hugged her, she transformed into talking to me in the moment. Like, it was spooky.
Was
So, yes.
that how long like, how close was that to that tower moment with the hook?
Oh, the tower moment with the
'Cause
hook?
it was a while,
That
right?
was years ago. This
Is
is
it a
just
cycle? Is it about, like, a 10-year cycle, a 5-year cycle, a 15-year cycle?
I'm just exiting a 9-year suffering cycle,
Okay. Okay.
astrology-wise.
Okay, yeah, she was showing me the Wheel of Fortune and circling it, like, end of a
Yeah,
cycle.
all
Okay.
of my readings so far, astrology-wise, is I am ending this long period of the 5 of Pentacles.
Okay. Yeah, that's what came out before. Yeah. Yeah, that makes
And,
sense.
like, what we were talking about, like, the boot camp, like, you need to suffer so you have qualifications. That's
Right.
essentially what it is leveling up and getting my qualifications to do my work,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the ladder.
to
There's
fulfill the
levels to this.
mission all 3 of us signed up for
Right.
on this
Yeah,
planet.
absolutely.
And maybe that's why I stayed alive, because without each and every single one of us, the mission does not get fulfilled, because from my theory, we come from the same soul group.
Right, right.
So that makes a lot of sense.
What did I show okay, so I visit you in dreams. What did I show you last time? So we're referencing that dream you just talked about then. What did I show you last time? What you literally just said. It's generational and it's not done yet.
Yeah.
The gifts are generational and they're not done yet. And then if you could see what I see now, you'd know that you were never alone, not even for a second. I said that
Yes, you
earlier.
did.
8 of cups in reverse, she never left. That's not true. There's one thing she had to let you handle on your own. There's a moment or a period where you felt like there was no one. She was there, but in order to go to the next step, you needed to not feel like someone else was giving you the green light. You had to give yourself the green light. It was a very important part of your lesson. She's really, really sorry. She was there in that chair. I feel like you got very emotional in that bench or somewhere else where it's like she would sit maybe when she was alive or something. Like there's some proximity to her being somewhere specific, watching you kind of have a breakdown, feeling like nobody was there. And she's like, no, I was there. I had to let you experience that. Any other time, I was there as soon as you needed me, but that one time,
Yep.
I had to do it that way. But look, 2 of cups, I was still there.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Absolutely, that makes sense. And it was like the decision of leaving my narcissistic ex. Like seeing not just him, but the pattern I was going down, because he was like my father. He was also like the other narcissist that I had before that.
Right,
Yeah. And I think that's like me having to close out that attachment with my father, because that's not something she can do for me, because that's breaking free will.
right,
She can't remove people out of my life.
right.
Yeah, the laws of the universe don't allow that, essentially.
She can only allow you to see who they are and then have you decide, which is why she had to back up and not interfere. It had to be your
Yeah,
decision or you woulda ended up going back.
totally makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse and the Hermit. You had to leave. Man, she's direct. That's crazy.
So crazy, because the readings that I've been doing today for my channel have been, and I'll send you one of them and you'll see exactly what I mean. This energy today has been like, bam, you said it or you asked it, here it is in black and freaking white.
It's so crazy you just said that because wait till you see what the other part of this is that we're about to do. Okay. Alright, do me a favor, close your eyes, take deep breaths, repeat blank 10 times, and clear 10 times. That's the instruction she's giving me. Blank 10 times, clear 10 times, take your time, and then open your eyes.
Okay, like actually say the word blank.
You could do it in your head or out
Okay.
loud, whichever is better.
Okay. I blank. I blank. I blank. I blank. I blank. This is weird. I blank. I blank. I blank. I think that's 10 times. I blank. What was the next one?
Clear.
I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear. I clear.
The world and the sun in reverse. Talk about oh, she said love for you. She already said love for you. I already said love for her. Talk about that feeling. What does the world and the sun in reverse make you feel?
Like a perpetual hell.
2 more lines.
This is all I'm meant for. This was all I was made for.
Yeah, like it's all for nothing. Okay, again, Hierophant in reverse and Justice. How does that make you feel?
Like it's somebody's sick joke.
Yeah.
Like the dark energy, devil, whatever you want to call that, that it's literally I am their play toy. All for the gods to laugh at me.
Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Like you're their play toy, all for them to laugh at you. You give them something, you get nothing in return.
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll throw me a little thing and then just laugh hysterically when I'm like, I'm so grateful.
Like it's a trap.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, look at how easy we can manipulate her.
Right. Like testing false hope almost.
Yeah.
Four of Pentacles and the Emperor both reversed.
Again, um, working hard to keep the rich richer and me poor.
She wanted both of them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one more, and then we're going to go into the next part. Eight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands.
Oh, you can't move away from your heavy burdens. It's all you are destined for.
But she's there with you. Okay, that was the perfect intro to this. Okay, so now we're going to have her give you in symbols, parables, sounds, whatever, insight into what's here. Almost like a little bit of a connection opener, I guess. Okay, close your eyes and see what she gives you.
I'm seeing a diamond. Diamond in the rough. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah, diamond in the rough. Yeah, rebirth in when your world gets flipped upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, go again.
Seeing like a life raft, but also one of those things that you toss somebody so you can put them on the life raft if they're like, you know, trying to swim or struggling to swim.
Yeah, for a new beginning, some kind of offer coming out of the clouds, a helping hand so you can have a new
And
beginning.
that's what it would look like if you're drowning and you look up to see the sky. All you see is this invisible hand tossing you the life, like
Yep.
the life thing.
Yep. Okay, go again.
Oh my God. Always make sure you look the best and always make sure you have clean underwear and that they're cute because you never know what's going to happen. The foresight. Oh my God, the naked.
That was so spot on. She's like, I know exactly how to get you into these two cards.
Because she said that in real life too. You never know. You always make sure because you never know what's going to happen. What if you get in a car accident and you meet a handsome doctor? Like, see, was my granny. Of
That is so funny. Okay, she wants one more.
course she does.
She said that can't be the grand finale.
Okay. I see her hands like baking, like rolling out dough.
King of Pentacles in reverse. Bethany the other day talked about this being the ultimate mother card as the Queen of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles in reverse would be the ultimate mother card taking action. The lovers would be the choice, would be also rolling out the dough.
Yeah.
One more. Strength. Oh, and then baking. Rolling out and baking. Okay, one last one. Not the same. What what would you say that you what is something that you would say that you and her energetically have, like, connected via almost like a describe the bridge as you see it, I guess.
Like our bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, it would be the yellow brick road.
Oh, I like
Because
that.
she made me, so when I was a little girl, I identified with Dorothy so much that I wanted to be her. I insisted on everybody call me Dorothy. Um, I memorized the whole movie and played every single character and made everybody watch it. My grandmother made me my first Dorothy costume,
Hmm.
where it was like the white and light blue checkered dress. It was perfect, and I didn't have brown long hair. I had blonde curly hair. So she took these pantyhose and wove yarn, and like
Hmm.
you put the thing on your face or on your head, and she, yeah, supported me all through that. So um our bridge would be the yellow brick road to Oz.
First one out, yellow dress queen, chariot, two forces working together in a way that can be trusted. It's been her all along.
And the chariot drives on the road,
Yep,
the road paved in gold that
yep,
I'm now on now,
yep, and yellow with yellow dress.
and the yellow background.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, she's, like, so good at this, that's crazy.
she is.
She's like, "I've been waiting to talk. Give me the mic."
Right?
Her closing message to you. Her closing message to you and her closing message to your mom. You, your mom. If it's not a boat and an anchor.
The water, the water ocean reference again.
You literally just said it. You can't always get what you want by the Rolling Stones.
But you always get what you need.
Yep. She said if that hasn't been the theme of your life.
And mom and I have always said that. We're like, we have been in so many crisis mode, but when push comes to shove at the final hour, we always end up being okay against all odds.
You can't always get what you want. Plan A goes up in smoke. Plan B, they go together. You're right about the three of you having that connection. Absolutely. When can't go plan A, you go plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just something I feel in
absolutely.
my bones. Like, yeah. That's why I've always felt that my heart beats for my mom and my grandmother. Like the idea of that their heart's not beating, that worries me that my heart is going to literally stop.
I need you to trust that there is a reason you feel my presence so strongly. That's literally what you were just saying, having no idea that I already rolled that, and that was the one I was pointing to. You
I
had
was answering the question. So it's proof that I'm channeling her stuff.
yeah, there's a reason you feel my presence so strongly. And we were just doing channeling straight from her. There's headphones on here. She's like, "I'm right there. I'm speaking it right in your head."
Wow.
Okay, so for your mom, regret belongs to the past.
Yep.
It's the luggage.
Oh my God. The luggage in the thing. Yes.
Regret belongs to the past. Peace lives in the present. Wait, I wanna
And
get a second one on that
I've
because
been
that was the
telling my
first
mom
one.
that for so long. I'm like, "Mom, like when I lost my legs, she couldn't get over. I was fine with it. She really wasn't. Just little things like that. My
Mhm.
mom hangs on and hangs on.
She's saying, "Let go. Enjoy
Yeah,
the rest of your life, let go." Yeah. Number 3. I know you wish things had happened differently, but we both did the best we could with the time we had.
yeah,
She's saying,
yep.
"Let yourself
I've
let go and enjoy the rest." That's
I've
the bag that she's sending her,
I've literally said that to my mom too. She did the best she could with what she had at the time.
right?
And now that she's seeing things from such a higher perspective, yeah.
And 5 is symbolic of change, so
Yeah,
she's like, "Green light to change," like, let
yeah,
yourself. 'Cause 5 of hearts is 5 of cups, which is regret, which is grief, so she's saying, "Let it go." Like,
yeah,
literally put it in the past.
yeah. And my mom has her life has changed so much for the better. Like her reconnecting with Troy and then getting married and literally no longer living in survival mode anymore. And
Right.
having somebody to share her life with that's like literally her best friend. Like seeing these two people together is just, I've never seen my mom smile and laugh as much ever in my life.
Right. She's saying, "Don't feel guilty for it, you deserve it, like, let
Yeah.
yourself." She keeps this card is on the bottom of the deck, the happy birthday card and the I love you card. So I don't
Oh,
know, this is like a whoever's birthday it recently was.
was mine in May.
She says happy birthday. Let's see
And
what the
remember my
birthday message.
brother, my her death and my brother being born on the same day. So it's like double meaning
Yeah,
too,
that's true. That's true. If you could feel what I'd feel now, you'd know there was never anything to fear. That's your
right?
birthday message.
Right? And what did I ask about my mom and her going? My fear.
Yeah, what your fear
That
is.
has haunted me my whole life. I've
Right.
been grieving my mom and she's not even gone yet.
So she's saying, "Don't have any fear, because
Yeah.
guess what's right here? The angel. She's literally waiting there
Yeah.
for her
Yeah.
with a the sign says, "I love you," like a baggage claim sign.
Oh
Not
my
like baggage claim,
God.
like when you go pick someone up off the
Yeah.
airport. She's like,
Yeah.
"I'm waiting right here. I'm waiting
Yeah.
right here. I'm
Oh my
sitting here with
God.
the luggage when she gets here. Stop,
Yeah.
don't worry, don't
And
fear."
it's all flight in the air.
Mhm. Yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
love it. This is crazy.
That was
You
so
know,
fun.
your mind never gets blown by this or never gets old by being blown. It's like you think after doing hundreds of readings, seeing all these amazing things, but every time it hits the same as if you're seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, I feel like she's just, like, sitting in the room with me right now. I'm like, "Do you want, like, a cup of tea or something? Can I get you something?"
She was love like man, she could walk into a room and that charm that she had, all the men were like loved her but like respected her. It was like this is like a goddess type. Yeah.
Right, right, like that Queen of Pentacles plus star energy, you just can't
Yeah.
quite put your finger on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, she wants to leave you with a token. That is not tea. I'm gonna lose my mind. I just said, "Can I get you a cup of tea?" And she gave me the tea token. Do you see how many tokens are
Okay,
in here?
tea. Okay, tea.
And an apple.
I'm a huge tea drinker, okay? Huge. You want to know why I'm a huge tea drinker?
Why?
Because when she used to go for naps, she would make me a tea party underneath the dining room table, and I would drink all the tea and then I would suck on the tea bags. So I'm addicted to tea
Oh, so she was putting that in my head to say to lead to something. I thought she was just trying to be
because she was sleeping when I would do
That's
that.
so funny.
So she's saying, "You think I didn't know? You suck it on the tea bags." She could probably. So now I'm getting the visual of the tea bags on the little saucer, but like suck, like when you suck something, it shrinks.
Oh my
So
gosh,
that's
that is so
exactly.
funny.
She knew exactly what I was doing, and probably like, "What is this kid doing?"
I love that. That is such a good way to end the message.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's literally I mean, coffee or tea, but same thing.
Yeah, no, but you said tea. You could have said coffee.
Right,
You
right,
said tea.
right. Yeah,
And the coffee, I wouldn't. I've been like, this. It wouldn't have brought me to that moment and that memory. And that is a memory that is so vividly clear in my head that when I am not feeling confident or I need comforting, I think back to those days, that moment, and what it felt like in my little fort underneath the dining table while
mm,
everybody was sleeping with my
right.
cat. Like, what I also used to do is I used to eat pate at my cat's dinner time, and I would get my grandmother to put it on a little dish. She would put it beside the cats, and I would eat on all fours the pate.
So maybe that's what the apple is on the back because the tea is associated with the food of some sort,
Well, also knowledge, right?
right? I was thinking that at first too, lessons, like teaching and learning,
Yeah. And how she passed down her ancestral gifts
right?
through my mom and then me. Because my mom is so tuned in that if she did any sort of like healing or honed her skills, it would be scary.
It's like your grandma passed it to your mom passed it to you, but then your mom had to teach you by example, and it's like that. It's like pass down, then teach, pass down, then teach.
Yeah. And my whole life, every time I tried to focus on a creative project or a career path, everything I chose, my mom never was really supportive of,
Mhm,
which was really hurtful for a long time until I gave my life to my gifts and tarot. She has never been so supportive of anything before. And now I realize it was never her being bad. It was her knowing that that was not for me.
right.
It's like she had this internal knowing. And then she
Mhm.
knew that I value her opinion so much, which right now she's saying, "Yeah, well, you never take my advice." But
Right,
that she knew that, I support her on this. And that's exactly what I needed to be able to show up for myself too.
right.
Because the first
Yeah,
time I've ever shown up for myself in anything ever was my tarot business and YouTube channel. So this was a very honestly, this whole reading was confirmation on what I already felt, but
good.
wasn't sure of.
I think that's what she was going for.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna tell you anything new, I'm gonna show you that you already had the answers,
Yeah. So you can now stop focusing your energy on wondering about it and go to the next step.
and also know that the answers never needed to come from externally. You always had
Exactly.
them.
Yeah.
Would it make sense if I said to you that every time a grandma passes, the grandchild's gift gets activated? So your great-grandmother would have then activated your mother's gift, and then your when she passed, and then your grandmother would have kind of taught your mom how to use them leading by example, and then your mom would have the choice to use them or not. And then when your grandma passed, that opens your gifts, and then your mom teaches you them by leading by example and all that. Does that make sense with your
It
mom and your
does.
great-grandma?
It does. And actually, my great grandmother passed away after my grandmother did
Oh, wow.
in the same hospital. So my great grandmother was 102
Wow.
and my grandmother was 65 when she passed. No,
What's the
63, 63.
what's the timing of great-grandma's passing and your mom supporting you with tarot?
Oh God. Um, 39 years.
Oh, wow,
No,
okay.
no, not 39 years. 34 years.
So grandma passes 34 years ago, and then your mom, okay. So grandma passes. It was like a trial and error of almost like teaching your mom. You know how you said, like, your mom's opinion really mattered to you? It's almost like that was her awakening, like, her
Yeah.
awakening was realizing that she was guiding you without realizing it just by being like, "I don't know what it is, but that's not it."
Yeah. And as far as lessons and teaching stuff, my mom said that right from the time I was a baby, she taught her the most valuable life lessons. Like, sh I taught her that. So it was almost what I'm feeling is like my when my grandmother passed, she activated me.
Right,
And by connect by connection, I was able to help my mom through that really dark time.
right, right. Yeah, yeah, I
And
agree.
then when my great grandmother passed, maybe about a year after, that was like the healing.
Right, right, right. Yeah, because I feel like it helped almost like that was kind of like a pivot point for your mom in some way, which, like,
Yeah.
tunnel or rippled effect to you. Yeah, there's something important with the timing of it all for sure.
Oh, yeah,
I would
because that whole
maybe
year,
I would
my
maybe
mom,
look into the like, type in their dates of birth and death into numerology. I think there's, like, a pattern they're trying to show you. Have you done that before?
I haven't, but you know what? I absolutely have always felt there is this ancestral lineage thing.
I think
Um,
she's given you something right now to, like, look up and then maybe talk about on your channel or something if you want, like, their
yeah.
birthdays, death days, and Bible verses associated with their days, with those days. There's some kind of message in there. It's almost like she's like, I don't want Ashley to put it together, though, it's for Mandy. It's for
Okay, so
Mandy to put together."
birthdays, death days.
And then type in, like, to Chat GPT or something, type in, like, numerology meanings of those. And then the same thing for Bible verses, like, Bible verses associated with, and then
So a
try
Bible verse that matches up with the birthday and the death day. Okay.
but also numerology for birthday and death
Yeah,
day.
so I got birthdays, death days equals numerology meanings, and then what am I missing?
Birthday, death day, numerology meaning, and then birthday, death day, Bible verse association.
Right. Bibles. D Day, D D.
There's something there. I don't know if it's a letter or a parable or I think you
Wisdom.
need to do yours too. Your birth and your mom's birth, both numerology and Bible.
Okay, so
Whatever this
I'm
is, it's a little bit longer, but it's like it's almost like I don't know,
I
she's
feel
showing
this is just the start of something that I'm going to uncover that is right now what I'm feeling is like as if you were walking into, let's just say you get access to all of the Vatican vaults
right,
and you're about to walk into that. That is what I'm feeling with this. This feels like because I've often wondered about my ancestry lineage and always thinking we're boring, we have nothing
but what if that's not true at all?
powerful, and I'm just hearing being hidden in plain sight.
Mhm, mhm. She's
So
saying
I'm doing this
it
for my
had to
grandmother.
unfold this way. She had to pass it to you this way so people could see where it came from.
Yeah,
Because
makes
something there, because neither one of us knew she was gonna say that, right? So, like, something there in correlation with something in the reading is meant to show either something to you or, like I keep going back to parable. I don't know.
It's interesting you say that because my grandmother insisted to my mom that I get baptized. My mom's not religious and I was never brought up religious, but my grandmother insisted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
fact that you're saying Bible,
Uh-huh.
I feel like that is a direct thing from my grandmother.
She's saying, "Of course. Of course." She's funny.
She is such a great soul, like so funny, so charming, cheeky, such a good
Oh,
person.
the typewriter on this card. I just realized the typewriter on the card, you doing the research and figuring out what the
Yeah,
parable is. It
yeah.
whatever it is, it's gotta be important because she
And
just had
a
me look straight down at that.
and a message, like a larger message that's
Yeah.
beyond this message
Wait,
as in the reading.
typewriter would be like old way of writing. I'm wondering if she's trying to have you have some, like, revelation or piece something together because typewriters, like, back in the day.
Yeah, or I wonder if there's a letter typed out on a typewriter or some
Oh.
who
Right,
knows, but it's going to be significant. So it's like
right,
keep this in your awareness.
right.
Okay, so just to
Oh,
recap,
she's the spiritual typewriter. It's like
the
she's writing a
ghostwriter.
story through you.
I wonder if she wants me to write a book.
It's like reverse channeling. She's like, "Here, take this, take this."
Yeah. I wonder if she wants me to write a book about what I uncover.
It could be. I there's something in there. There's something about
Okay.
something ab I almost said about like I'm from Canada, which is interesting because you are. About I don't know how I don't even I can't about I can't even do it again.
That is so funny.
I can't wait to listen to that in the replay because I can't about
About yeah,
no, it's not coming out the way it did the first time. That's crazy. That was not my
that
okay, you
wasn't
might.
you.
Oh,
I
that's so
even noticed you
funny.
said coffee differently than you normally say it.
Do I? Did I?
Yeah, you have like a coffee, like a New Jersey accent. You said coffee.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Oh, that's different," because, like, I can hear your accent, the words you say that are different,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it stuck out to
O's,
me.
you can really hear my accent for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, just to recap, I'm gonna to research, or do the numerology of birthdays, death days pertaining to my grandmother, my mom, and myself.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, obviously not you and your mom's death days, but
Right.
birthdays for just you 2, yeah.
Right. Okay. And then I also had this thing
Wait, is
being like,
there,
invest in
the
ancestry.com.
what's the important day with your legs? What's the, like do you have, like, an anniversary type day with your legs or
Yeah, when
something?
I lost, yeah, June
At
13th.
that date needs to be in there too.
Okay. Also, what was I saying? Fuck. Yeah,
That the
she's telling me to invest in ancestry.com. Like, so I'm
yeah,
gonna do that too.
yeah. The, hold on, write down the order she's giving me. It's birthdays first, everyone's birthday first, oldest to youngest, uh, then legs,
Okay.
then death days, uh, most recent to the opposite, furthest away, and then Bible verses. Did I say legs?
Yeah. So death days would only be for her, right? Because I'm not dead yet and my mom's not dead yet,
Wasn't there
right?
someone else to
Is there
check?
somebody else I should be looking for a death? Oh, my great grandmother.
Yes. Yeah,
That's who
both of
I'm
them.
forgetting.
That
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, because there's 2 of each, 2 alive, 2 passed.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
that makes sense.
foundational, it's foundational, 2 and 2 is 4, foundational. 2
Yeah.
pairs of 2, 2 couples, 2
Yeah, that makes
foundational.
sense. Okay. And then death days, again, oldest to youngest.
Death days, most recent to the farthest away.
Gotcha. Okay. Most recent to okay. All right. And then what was the final thing?
Wait, what do you have so far?
I've got birthdays, oldest to youngest. I've got legs, death dates, most recent, starting at the most recent to the further, like the later ones.
Mhm.
Um, that's it.
And
Am
then
I?
Bible verses.
And then Bible verses.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Um, Bible verses youngest to oldest, like birthday-wise, so you'd be
Right.
first. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm excited about this.
She's gonna give you the name of it. It's gonna come to you, it's from her.
The name of what this is going to be called, or
It's like a universe spiral. I said she's gonna give you the name of it. She's like, "Yeah, I'll swirl it in there." So funny.
but the
Oh,
name of what? The name of what?
I don't know, whatever it's supposed to be. That's the different card suits.
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna give
Cardomancy.
you the name of it and also practice what we did earlier with, like, the intuition type thing.
Okay.
That's gonna start to get stronger. That's gonna start to get stronger because she needs you to be able to do that so she can help you with whatever this is. So you can, like, communicate with her in that way. And then it'll be open to use.
Okay. So yeah, this is definitely, I feel like, the next step of the work we're supposed to be doing as like pertaining to our whole reason for incarnating here.
Right. And it's interesting she used the different suits because the cartomancy deck is the different suits,
Yeah,
which is the
exactly.
mediumship deck. So she's like, "Yeah, I'm opening this door for you more, even more." Or
Yeah.
I'm giving you a way to anchor in the door that's already open in a different way of understanding.
Yeah. Interesting.
Thank you for doing this. That was so
Oh,
fun
thank
talking
you.
to her.
This was amazing. This like has given me so much healing. It like I really am so grateful. Thank you so much, Ashley.
You are so welcome. I'm so glad.
And well, I'll obviously be filling you in as I go about this.
Yes, and everyone has to go over and follow your journey with this because 'cause I'm sure it's gonna be interesting.
I think that's I'm going to make a little video explaining this, and yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Everyone go check out Mandy's journey. It's gonna be very, uh, lightheartedly healing, I feel but,
Yeah.
like, important. Like, lighthearted healing going into something important is the vibes that
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going
Like,
to be
let's have
done with
fun with the
love. It's
creation of it type
yeah.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too.
So, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you so much, Mandy, for having
No
me help test
problem.
this out for me.
Anytime.
Talk to you all soon.